taking you through a whole series of exercises which is going to get you strong in your abs. So let's begin. We'll start at the top of the mat in Tadasana with feet together. And as always, we connect to the breathing. Place the hands together in prayer, press down through the feet, close your eyes, and just notice the flow of your breath. And just see if you notice where your breath tends to want to move more naturally, if it's into your tummy or into your chest. And then see if you can breathe not just into the front body, but even into your back body, so you're accessing the whole lung capacity. And it's a really good idea just to breathe out a tiny bit more than you breathe in, just to give you that sense of relaxation and calmness. On your next inhale, open the eyes. Breathe out, open the arms out to the side beside your legs, and then on the inhale, reach the arms up, look towards your thumbs. As you exhale, you're going to forward fold from the hips all the way down to the feet, and as you arrive, just let the head hang. On the inhale, push your hands against your shins, give yourself a halfway lift, tummy strong, chest parallel to the floor. Exhale, palms down, step back into your plank pose. From here, take a huge breath in, and breathe out, let your hips go all the way back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, we're going to come forward again into a plank pose. Keep pushing into index finger and thumb and turn the crease of the elbow forwards. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So really feel as if it's your tummy muscles moving you forward. Push into your big toes, your legs switch on, and then push back, let your tummy suck your belly into towards the spine. Inhale forward again, plank pose. Exhale, take it all the way back, downward facing dog. Cool, from here bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet to the top of the mat. As your feet arrive, again, if you want to, you can push your hands against your shins, or if you're flexible enough, keep your fingers near the floor, reach the chest up just halfway. And then exhale, relax the head all the way down as you deepen the fold, Uttasana. Inhale now, reach the arms out and up and come all the way into standing. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, big forward fold down to the feet. Relax the head as you arrive. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, your choice now if you do a step or a hop back into the plank pose. As you exhale, you're going to lower down knees, chest, and chin. Let your belly rest down on the floor. Peel up baby cobra. As you exhale, send your chest down to the ground. And again, think of pressing in a straight line, head and hips. Do like a little mini press up on hands and knees. Curl the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. From here, we need to lower both of your forearms to the floor simultaneously. So see if you can really control the descent of the elbows. Make sure that your forearms stay perfectly parallel. So there's a straight line from your middle finger to your elbows. Keep your hips up really high. Inhale, reach forward. See if your nose can go beyond the fingertips to touch the floor. Exhale, push the hips up again into the downward dog with forearms. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Strong abs. Inhale forwards. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale back. 2 more. Inhale, let's take it forwards. And exhale back. And last one, come forwards. This time, let's see if we can come into a plank pose on our forearms. So you might need to adjust your feet slightly. Roll onto the outside of the right foot. Take the left hand straight up towards the ceiling. Imagine you're squeezing your inner thighs to connect the medial column of the leg. Take a huge breath in. As you breathe out, put the left forearm down, roll onto the outside of the left foot, and lengthen your right fingers towards the ceiling. Connect with your breath. Connect the toes together. Look up if you can. Beautiful. Big breath in. Breath out. Send right forearm down to the ground. Start to walk the toes in until your hips are high again. Stay on your forearms just for another second. And then see if you can lift your elbows the same time off the floor together. Adjust your down dog so you feel nice and comfy. And then from here, bend your knees, look forward and step or hop to the top of the mat. As you inhale, again, lift the chest up halfway. As you exhale, fold even more deeply, relax the neck. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. All the way into standing. Exhale, forward fold all the way down to your feet. Head hangs. Inhale now, lift the chest up halfway. And as you exhale, step or hop again into your plank pose. From here, instead of lowering down knees, chest, chin, challenge yourself. See if you can lower down into full chaturanga. And then if you have the strength, do a full press up. If that's too much, stick with knees. We're going to do 3 in total. Number 2, let's go down. And then press up. Good. And then last one, take it down. Inhale. Breathe out. Press the floor away. From here, lift the hips all the way back. Downward facing dog. So we're going to do the transition of the body weight one more time. Inhale forward into plank pose. And pause. Exhale, take it back, downward dog. Inhale again, forwards. Exhale, take it back. One more time. This time we're going to stay in plank pose. Inhale, pause. Bring your big toes together, and this time roll onto the outside of the right foot and take the left fingers towards the ceiling. Hold it here. Keep spiraling right crease of elbow towards the front so you feel you're connecting into the correct muscles of the shoulder. Good. Place the left hand down onto the ground. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Right hand lifts up, and we pause. Breathe deeply. Good. Now you want to feel as if the strength is still coming from the lower part of the body. So don't let that become too heavy. Really use it to lift you up. Awesome. Take one more breath. As you breathe out, take the top hand down to the ground. Push back into your downward facing dog. Let's make it a little bit more challenging now. If ever your wrists get tired, take a break, okay? Inhale, let's push forward into plank pose. Push into big toes. Exhale, we take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward again, plank pose. Maybe start to add the ripple, back downward facing dog. One more time, ripple forward, stay in plank pose, big toes together, roll onto the outside of the right foot, left fingers reach up to the ceiling. So we're gonna do a little twist. Start to lower your left hand all the way down to your right hand, and then lift it in a big circle all the way back up. So you're making like a half moon shape. You're taking the hand, elbow stays straight down, and then you're lifting it all the way back up again. Let's do one more, take it all the way down, and then lift it all the way up. Roll onto the feet, roll onto the left palm, and let's take it the other way. Right hand lifts. On the inhale, we drop right palm down to left. And as you exhale, take it all the way up. Maybe make it a little challenging by looking up to the ceiling. Inhale on the way down. Exhale, lift. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift from that bottom left hip. One more time, take the palm down, and then lift it all the way up. Fantastic. Take the right palm all the way down. Lift your hips back, downward facing dog. From here, bend the knees, look forward, fly, top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, lengthen the chest halfway, and as you exhale, fold. On the inhale, reach the arms out and up, look towards your thumbs. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down to the feet. Breathing in, lift the chest up halfway. As you exhale, step or hop. Plank pose. Cool, so we're going to do, again, another lower down with the chest. Use your knees if this is too much. This time we're going to stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest down on your belly. Do a big back bend or a small back bend. So cobra, if you want to do something smaller, or full up dog. If you're in full up dog, lift the thighs, look up. As you exhale, roll over the toes back, downward facing dog. Bring the forearms down to the floor again. Oh yes. Inhale forward from your forearms into the forearm plank. As you exhale, take the hips all the way back. Make it hard for yourself. See if your nose can touch the floor beyond your fingertips. And then breathe out, lift the hips, use your tummy. One more time, inhale forwards. Exhale back. So now adjust yourself so you're comfortable and come again into your forearm plank. Roll onto the outside of the right foot. Left hand is going to hover just by your left ear. Elbow points to the ceiling. On the inhale, bring the left elbow down to the right and then come all the way back up. This is tricky and a little wobbly, so just do your best. Inhale, take the elbows to touch. Exhale, lift all the way back up. Really fight for that touch, okay? You're gonna wanna stop halfway, go down, 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 and then lift all the way back up. Let's change sides. Left forearm down, right fingers by your right ear. On the inhale, take right elbow all the way down, and then lift. Good. You're gonna wanna stop halfway, go down, 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 all the way to the left elbow, whoosh, and then lift up. You've only got one more, you're doing great. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. And then bring both of your forearms to the floor, and then let's lift both of the elbows off the floor at the same time. Adjust your downward dog so you feel nice and comfy. And then from here, let's jump to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, look forward and fly. In the inhale, lift the chest up halfway, and as you exhale, relax the head. Keep the inner thighs strong, breathe and beam the arms up into standing, and as you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest up halfway, and as you exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. Good, so you're going straight down now with the chest. Inhale into your back bend, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, roll back over the feet into your downward facing dog. So this time, let's take the right leg really high and keep the left heel anchored into the floor, and take care to keep your hips square. We're gonna inhale forward into a plank pose, bring the right knee to touch the right elbow, and then send it all the way back, down dog splits. This time, take it forward and touch your left elbow, and then take it back again, down dog splits. Then bring it forward to touch your nose, and we're gonna hover here for 5, 4, get the knee to touch the nose, okay, no shortcuts. 3, 2, and 1. Send the right leg all the way back up now. We're gonna make it a little more challenging. I want you to come forward into your plank pose. Right knee touches right elbow. Slowly extend the right leg to the left side of the room. Lower the left heel and lift the left arm up. So you look like a little wonky plank. Now, if you wanna make this a bit harder for yourself, lift the right foot into the air and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, you're doing great. Bring the left hand down. Now, from your plank pose, I want you to extend the right leg all the way back, again into three-legged dog. Start to bend your right knee and turn the kneecap to the ceiling so you're twisting your pelvis. So we're gonna flip the dog into Wild Thing. Come onto the outside of your left foot and slowly start to lower the right foot behind you until the ball of the foot connects to the floor. Right hand lifts, and if you wanna make it a little more challenging, see if you can hover your right foot maybe a centimeter off the floor. We're gonna hang here for 5, 4. Good. Use that bottom left hip to lift you a little higher. 3, 2. Awesome. From here, bring your right hand to the ground. Just one more thing, okay? I know you're tired. Stick with me. Bring the right knee to touch the right elbow. Bring the right knee to touch the left elbow. Knee touches nose. Touch right, touch left, touch nose. One more time. Touch right, touch left, touch nose, and then extend the leg back into three-legged plank. Place the right foot down on the ground, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Have a boogie through your legs, you're doing great. So getting ready to do the other side, bring your big toes together and lift your left leg all the way up, keeping the hips square. On the inhale, push forward into plank pose, get your knee to touch the left elbow, take it all the way back, down dog splits. On the inhale, come forwards now, touch your right elbow and take it back, down dog splits. This time we're gonna come forward. This is the horrible, nasty one. Bring your knee to touch your nose and really fight for it. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the leg all the way back, and then we're gonna come forward again. Bring your knee to touch your left elbow, and then look towards your right. Extend the left leg to the right side of the room. Lower the right heel, lift the right arm up. And if you wanna make it just a little harder, maybe start to pick up that left foot and stay here for 5, 4. If your core doesn't get strong after this, I don't know what will. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right hand down, lift the left leg up, start to bend the left knee, turn the kneecap to the ceiling. You're gonna flip the dog. Bring the ball of the foot all the way behind you and lift your left hand up. Now hang out here, or if you again wanna challenge yourself, lift the foot up. Remember that if you're thinking to yourself, do you know what, I wanna lift my foot, it's just too hard, trust. It'll get there. Just start with the foot on the ground, and before you know it, you'll be lifting it. Take the left hand down to the ground. So you're gonna bring the leg and you're gonna extend it back, three-legged plank. Hover here, inhale. As you exhale, place the left foot down on the ground and lift your hips all the way back, down dog, well done. Now bend your knees, look forward, fly to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up. As you exhale, fold. This time, bend your knees deeply, squeeze the inner thighs, lift the arms out and up. Look towards your thumb, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold from there, chest to thighs, lengthen the knees, Uttasana. Breathe in, lift the chest up halfway. As you exhale now, step, hop, float, all the way back, plank pose. Start to lower the chest slowly into your Chaturanga. Inhale into a full upward facing dog, and exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Lower your forearms down onto the ground. Yep, we're gonna do it one more time, but this time we're gonna change. I want you to just push forward until you're in a forearm plank. Take the right leg off the floor, and if this is enough, stay where you are. If you wanna make it harder, extend your left fingertips forward and maybe lift your left hand up. We hover. 5. Breathe. 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Left forearm down, right foot down, change to the other side. First lift the left foot. Extend the right fingers forward and then hover. 5. Last one. Bring the right forearm down. Place the left foot down. Put your knees on the ground. I haven't given you any breaks yet, so let's have a couple of breaths in child's pose. So for me, I like to stack my wrists just so that my head doesn't feel too low. Take a breath into your upper back when you arrive. And then breathe out slowly. Take 2 more breaths. And last one. Okay, you're doing such a great job. We're not done yet though. Let's continue. Place the palms down on the ground, cross the feet behind you, and sink your hips onto the floor. So you're going to need 2 bricks for the next part, and I want you to place them beside you. You actually can do this without bricks. It's much harder, but it's really good for you. So if you don't have bricks, it's not a big deal. Use the floor. We're going to start off taking your big toes onto the ground. Slide your hands underneath your thighs, and then start to lift the feet up parallel to the ground. And you're using your thighs really just to assess how your back is doing. And if your back gives you any kind of grief, any kind of grumpiness, then keep your hands on your thighs. If you're feeling strong, I want you to release the hands and point the fingers forward. Imagine you're squeezing a chopstick between your knees. Reach up into the crown of the head and pause. If you want to make this a little harder, come with me. Start to extend your toes upwards and breathe. We hold Navasana. 5. Well done. 2 more breaths. Keep reaching out of your crown, reaching into your fingers. Nearly there. Last one. Awesome. Start to bend the knees all the way down. From here, cross the right foot over the left foot. Position your bricks so that the hands are not right beside you, but slightly in front. Keep the feet off the ground. Push down into the palms. Lift the hips up. Hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, open the bricks out slightly. Tuck the tops of the feet. Roll onto the tops of the feet and move the bricks so that they're kind of in line with your knees. Now roll forward and see if you can lift the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nothing works your core like that. We'll do the whole thing again. I want you to cross left foot on top of right. Bring the hands right beside your hips. Take a huge breath in. As you breathe out, push the floor away. Keep the elbows tucked in. Stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hips down. Open the bricks. Reach them just slightly forwards. Roll onto the tops of the feet. Now pointy toes. And then we start to lift up for 5. One side's always harder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hips down. We go back, Navasana. Hold onto the backs of the thighs. Lift the chest. When you feel strong enough, release the palms. If you want to take it further, lift the feet. Squeeze the chopstick between your knees and pause. One more breath. Beautiful. Cross right over left. Bring the bricks right beside you. Push the floor away and hold. 5. Awesome. Move the bricks forward, roll onto the tops of the feet, and start to lift the feet behind you. If you can't do this, just practice. It'll get better, I promise. And then bring the feet down. Change. Left foot on top. Oh, I know you're hating this, but we're going to get stronger. Start to lift your hips up. Lift your feet. Hold. 5. Smile, okay? It'll get you through it quicker. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hips down. Move the bricks forward. We're nearly there. Tuck onto the tops of the feet. Lift the feet up. Hover. 5, 4. Can you see my shaky arms? 3, 2, and down. Okay, you're not going to like it, but we're going to do it one more time. Let's go. Come on. Hold the backs of the thighs. Lift into the chest. Beam into your toes. Hover. If you want to make it harder, fingers forward. If you want to take it even further, come on, legs up. Squeeze your chopstick. Hold. Hover. 5. Awesome. Cross right over left. Bricks beside you. Come on, let's move. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips down, bricks forward. I'm going fast so that we get through it quicker. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Change which leg is on top. We're nearly there. So if you can feel your hip flexors, I'm with you. We're going to stretch them out in a second. Hover. And then take it down. Move the bricks forward. This is the last one. Come on, you're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Feeling strong? Maybe a little not so strong right now after you've just done all that crazy stuff, but just give it time, okay? The more you do it, the easier it's gonna get. Let's stretch out our hip flexors because that was very intense on the hip flexors. Just come forward for me onto all fours, and then place your hands on your hips. Step your right foot forwards, and again, lengthen your tailbone underneath you so that as you slide your right knee forwards, you can feel that really great stretch on the left hip flexor. And then the further forward you go, the more you're gonna start opening through the hip. If you want to take it further, reach the left fingers up. Take the right fingers down. Do a small side flex towards the side. Excellent. Bring yourself all the way back. Let's change. Left foot forward, hands on your tailbone. Lengthen the tailbone underneath you. Get that sensory feedback action through the lower back. Start to slide left knee forwards. Lift right fingers up, left fingers down, and lean all the way to the side. This should feel amazing after that ridiculous sequence I just taught you. You should be like, oh, it feels so good. That's definitely what I'm thinking. Take 2 more breaths. We're nearly there. Just stretch, stretch, stretch as much as you can. One side might feel tighter than the other. Just really push the side that's got a bit more length. Take it a little bit further. And then last one. Okay, perfect. We are not done yet. We're going to do a couple more things. The first one, it's a little bit like camel, but it's a lot harder. And what it involves is actually just balancing on the tops of your feet. So if you're thinking, I've gone crazy and it's way too hard for you, stick with normal camel, just so you start to stretch out the front of the body. But what we're going to do is you're going to lift up, you're going to take your hands onto your feet. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start lifting the knees off the floor. And you're going to hover here, 5, 4. You should really start feeling the proprioception. Those are your nerves twitching to keep you in place so you don't come crashing down. 3, 2, and down. Okay, again, come onto your tailbone. Or I should say, come into sitting. And we're going to just take a few movements through the spine, just again, start targeting the core. I want you to lengthen your fingertips forwards, and I want you to articulate down every bone of your back. So start to curl down your tailbone, feel the lower back connect to the ground, and then start to lower vertebrae by vertebrae until the chest and the shoulders arrives. As you breathe out, peel the chest and the shoulders up, really connect into the core, start reaching the fingers forward and roll until you arrive in sitting. Start to roll down. Now actually what they found these days, as we move down and up, I'll keep talking to you, is that the more you just target specific muscles, the more these muscles fatigue, and actually it can be really bad for your biomechanics. So don't think about really squeezing or gripping muscles, but think about moving with grace. Think about connecting into every part of the movement beautifully, and you'll see that that'll actually access muscles naturally, and you won't find that these muscles fatigue as quickly. We also get the deep stabilizers active, which is really hard for most people because we don't use them. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale on the way down. And then exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. And then exhale halfway only and hover 45 degrees. If your lower back doesn't like this, rest the lower back on the floor, do a normal crunch. The rest of us, we're going to stay here and pulse. Good. Everybody pulsing. Cool. From here, make it a little harder if you want to, and lift the feet up. So it's like a very long Navasana pause. Good. Feet down again and pulse. Notice that your body's working equally right and left. From here, pause, lengthen the feet up. Start to reach the arms behind you. Lift up into the chest. Reach the fingers forward, bend the knee soles of the feet flat, and pulse. Awesome, last one. Start to lift the feet up, stretch the legs, stretch the arms together. Hover 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug yourself. Tell yourself, love you body. We're gonna make movements small, bigger, 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 bigger. Stick with small if bigger, bigger, bigger doesn't feel good. Hugging your knees in. The first thing you do is you release a small amount, and then you hug the knees in again. Release a little bigger, and hug it in. Go a little bigger, and hug it in. All the way down, keep the chest and the feet lifted, hover 10. Squeeze your chopstick between your knees. 3, 2, 1, and bring the knees in. Okay, we're gonna do one more, and we're gonna make it a tiny bit harder. If it's too much, it's basically we're gonna move the arms. If it's too much, keep your arms where they were, okay? So go back, and then reach the arms behind you, 10. Squeeze your chopstick between your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze your knees in. Good job. From there, cross the legs. Rest your left hand on your heart. Rest your right hand on your tummy. And take a big breath in. And a slow breath out. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale slowly. And no, you've guessed it correctly. We are not done yet. Let's lie down on our lower backs. Hug your knees into your chest. Keep your upper back curled up off the floor and just squeeze the knees in for a couple of seconds. Now rest the upper back, rest the back of the neck. From here, I want you to rest the arms behind you, or beside you rather, and extend both of the feet up towards the ceiling. On the inhale, lower the legs all the way down until they hover about 1 centimeter off the floor, and then as you exhale, lift all the way back up. Now, if going that low is too much for you, then just go 45 degrees or as low as you can, and then start to lift again all the way back up. Again, last one, take it down, and then lift it all the way up. From here, circle the hands so the thumbs rest by the nape of the neck, just by your hairline. Lower the left leg all the way down and pause. Start to twist towards the right leg and hover. Bring yourself back to the center and switch your legs. Lift the chest up, twist to the left, come into the center and bring it down. Change legs. Lift up, twist, center, and down. Change legs. Lift up, twist, center, and down. Change legs. This time, lift up and twist and hold it there and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. If this is too much for your lower back, bend your knees. It'll make it a little lighter. 3, 2, 1. Come into the center, lower down, change legs. Another 10 on the other side. Let's go. 10. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come into the center, lift both legs up, lift your fingers up towards the ceiling, and then reach them diagonally forward. Lower the legs just to where your strength allows. Imagine you squeezing your chopstick again, and pulse. And then listen to the sound of your breath. Breathe into your whole thorax, even though it's super hard when you're doing this. Well done. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Okay, place the feet flat on the ground, and again, circle your thumbs by your hairline. On the inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, drop the legs down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Drop the chest down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 3 more. Last one. Lift and pulse it here. Keep drawing the lower belly all the way in towards the spine and stay. Keep pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. You're doing extremely, extremely well. Nearly there. 10 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Now roll like a ball and balance on your tailbone and lift your feet. Keep holding onto the backs of your thighs. Roll back and roll through your spine and balance on your tailbone. And again, roll back and balance. And last one again, roll back and balance. Okay, making it a little harder now. Bring your elbows inside of your knees. Get your peace fingers to wrap around your big toes. On the inhale, roll back. On the exhale, rock up and pause. So you're really isolating the core. You're not using your legs. You're not using anything really. Just your core is helping you balance. You can't even use your eyes for balance because your eyes are moving as you kind of roll back. So it's a really great way to just isolate. Now, it's probably too easy for you, so if you have the space, extend the feet out away from each other, maybe 30 to 60 centimeters. On the inhale, roll back. And on the exhale, balance. Check that you're rolling through the center of your spine. Roll back. And then balance, making it a little harder. Extend your legs out as far as you can. Okay, you ready? Roll back. Good. Whoosh, all the way up. Did you get it? Let's do 2 more. Roll back. And then balance, 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 balance. 1 more. You can do it. Let's go. Roll back. Cool. And because I'm a horrible person, we're going to do something hard now. Release your toes. Lift your arms up like a big starfish. Hover. 10, 9, 8. 5 more. 4. Reach, reach, reach. 3, 2. Hug your knees in. 4, 1. Well done. Cross the legs. Take your left hand onto your heart. Take your right hand onto your belly. Take a slow breath in. And breathe out. You're doing amazingly well. Take 1 more breath in. And a slow breath out. Good job. Let's lie down on our backs and take a break because you've worked so hard. Squeeze your knees into your chest. One of the best things you can do to have a healthy spine is work your core, but the other great thing you can do is do lots of spinal twists. So we're going to do that now. Let your legs relax to the right. Extend your arms out. And what a lot of people do is they keep the knees diagonally facing downwards. I want you to lift the knees so that they're in line with your hips. And just keep closing the eyes. You've worked hard enough. You don't need to look around anymore. Breathe into your spines. Cool, relax the back of the neck. Beautiful. Cool. Take just a couple more breaths. Really fill your back. And one more. Awesome. So we're going to keep rolling, okay? I want you to lift your right arm straight behind you, roll into your front, and then just come up into a back bend on your forearms. So you're stretching out your tummy muscles. Look up to the ceiling. Brilliant. From here, stretch the right arm forward again, and then roll onto your back, and then we're going to go the other way. So allow your legs to fall to the left, and turn your eyes to the right, and close the eyes and relax all the muscles in your face. And then we're going to stretch the left arm behind you, roll onto your tummy towards the left, and instead of just putting your forearms on the ground, this time extend your fingers out to the side, just stay on the fingertips and start to lift up into the chest. Good, so not only now are you stretching out the tummy muscles, but you're actually activating the muscles in your back so that you're working the whole core, the whole circumference of the thorax and the torso. Take 2 more breaths. And last one. Brilliant. Bring your chest down, roll again onto your back, squeeze your knees in, tell yourself good job, honor yourself for making it to the mat and for working hard. And then from here, bring the soles of the feet flat, turn the palms up to the ceiling. Take another slow breath in. Open your mouth, go. And then we're going to do an audible sigh. Inhale. And then last one, lion's breath. Inhale. Stick your tongue out, roll like a lion. My lion sounds pathetic. Start stretching your legs forward into Shavasana. Close the eyes, relax the jaw. You've done an amazing job. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Just relax. To break the stillness of your Shavasana, just start to breathe a little bit deeper. And put the words thank you into your tummy muscles, into your back, your whole thorax, your whole torso. Wriggle your fingers now, wriggle your toes. Send that movement into the wrists and the ankles. And if it feels good, stretch the arms behind the head. Take a huge breath in. Maybe do a little side flex, holding your wrists. Basically, any kind of gentle movements to wake your body up. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Give yourself a wiggle side to side. Now extend your right arm behind you the way we did earlier and roll onto your side using your right arm as a pillow. Keep your eyes closed for now, so you're staying soft and you're staying relaxed. Good. Start to extend the left leg and push into the left arm so that you're coming up very slowly with a really heavy head. Come into any comfortable cross-legged position. Place your hands together in prayer. And just like you did before, just take kind of a little imaginary pat on your back for making it to the mat. And we'll close the class with another big sigh. Inhale. Let it all go. Peel the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our Eat the Core session. I trust that you feel super strong, connected, and you're going to have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you very soon on the next download. Until then, mwah, love you. Bye.